Hello guys, this is Tom from kudasol.com. Today I want to talk about this product right here. This is Saphir Renovator or Renovateur in French. And this, you probably heard of it if you are interested in shoe care or shoe polishing or anything related to shoes. You probably heard of it from a social media or YouTube or someone recommending it to you that this is the shit. As in, this is the best shoe cream that you can get in when you want to take care of your shoes. However, today I want to tell you guys that I think otherwise, if you are a casual or a beginner shoe carer or someone who's just trying to take care of your shoes, I don't know, every fortnight, or just to go to church, or just someone like me who is not their job to take care of their shoes. So this is Saphir Renovator. It's often called liquid gold because of its expensive price. The jar of 75 milliliter Renovator costs around $22 to $25. That's $340 per liter. That's really expensive for something that you put on your shoes. But everyone praised this and everyone says this is the best shoe care product that you can get. I do disagree because of some reasons. So before I talk about Saphir Renovator, I want to talk about the brand itself. Saphir is from France, and it's very, very popular among people who wants to take care of shoes and people who are interested in, shoe accessories. They also sell brushes or cloth or any other shoe accessories that you can think of, and shoe protective sprays or anything that will renovate your shoes like it's brand new. Saphir is known to use natural ingredients. As you can see here, this is mink oil based, and this is shea butter based, and this is jojoba oil based. That means they don't have any petroleum based chemical inside the product itself. For me, that's a very positive thing because I'm not 100% sure because I'm not really good at science. But let me know if this is true. But since these do not have any petroleum inside, these are more environmentally friendly and better for the environment as well. I will learn if anyone says otherwise, but that's what I think and that's what I know. Okay, so this product, Saphir Renovator, is basically a water-based shoe cream, but it contains wax. This contains wax, and also this is very, very harsh for beginners to use. The texture of Renovator is softer than the cream polish, however, more solid. Well, it's not solid, but more dense compared to Napa, which I will show you in a bit. I also think that if you're a beginner, you don't know how much cream to put on the shoes. And I think this helps. This product, Napa, helps because if you make a mistake, it's still okay because this doesn't have any wax in it, and it will just get absorbed by leather, or when you brush it, it'll just, go away on your, it'll not create too much of a mess. But this product, since this is waxed, even though this is water based, it contains wax. So if you put too much onto your shoes and then you brush it, even though you brush it and you buff it with the cloth, it'll still create some kind of waxy feel. And if you put too much, it'll start to crust. When you shine your shoes, this is already shine like this, but if you shine too much like this on here, it'll start cracking. The wax will start cracking because wax is solid and it's like holding itself. But when you move it, it'll start cracking and then it'll look like this. So that's not good if you apply too much of this on the side where it bends, or where it's gonna crack. So personally, I think this is too harsh and too difficult to use for someone who's just started learn like me, or someone who is not considering shoe shining as a job. Because this contains wax, I do not recommend any newbies or beginners or casual people to use them, because usually what people do is they use this Saphir Renovator, and they use this. They use cream polish afterwards. These two combined together is too much wax for the shoe to handle. I thought I was the only one who found Saphir Renovator harsh, but I wasn't the only one. I also searched online. Some bloggers also mentioned that these are very, very harsh on your shoes, especially if your leather is untreated. For example, if you have vegetarian leather, it's not gonna be very well because it will change color, it will discolor the leather, and often it will be too harsh for the leather to handle. So in that case, I would recommend you to use Napa. Napa is a jojoba oil-based cream polish. Okay, well, I guess it's not a polish, but this is just a shoe cream that's more watery compared to the Renovator, but this does not contain any wax in it. What that means is if you put this product on your shoes, even though, for example, you put too much by mistake, it will be okay because it does not contain any wax, and you can just buff it off or use a cloth to just make the leather absorb all the moisture goods. But since this doesn't contain any wax, you probably need to use cream polish afterwards to protect your shoes with wax. Wax is not too bad for your shoes if you use a little bit, because wax will create a protective layer on top of the leather, which will be better for the shoes if you go outside and walk in them. The whole thing that I just said is for people who are a beginner or newbie, as I mentioned before. If you know how to use Renovator, please go ahead and use it. But for someone who is not comfortable with how much Renovator they have to use, and if you're not comfortable with the type of leather and how to take care of it, because there's so many different types of leather and each leather reacts differently to certain types of creams, I would recommend you to use Napa and use this instead to take care of your shoes. Renovator also will just make the leather darker in a way. For example, this will just be darker after I put a coat of Renovator on top of it. It's not too dramatic, but slowly your shoes will just turn darker than it is. The Napa cream is for someone who still wants to use Saphir but don't know what else to use instead of Renovator. Napa is the better product in my opinion to use. But if you want to try other brands, there are other brands that's pretty good, like Bix. I've never tried Bix yet, so I can't recommend you Bix, but I heard that it's amazing. You guys can try it out if you want to find any alternatives for the Renovator. So as I've said, I use Napa instead of these days, but if I really want to create a color afterwards, I use this after Napa. That means there's only one waxed shoe cream on my shoes, and it's not double waxed product like this, which will create too much wax and start crusting. So that's my recommendation for anyone who's a beginner to use. Anyway guys, thank you for watching. This is Tom. I'll come back with more videos about my opinion or reviews next time. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching.